When you're ready, climb up onto your hands and knees. Exhale, push your bum back. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, push your bum back. Shoulders over hands, bum to heels. I love the rhythm. It's not so much about the rhythm, but it's the pace, isn't it? You're demonstrating physically how your breathing can slow down your thoughts. Good work. So hold at the top and curl your toes under. Lift your knees a centimetre off the floor. Put your knees down, relax your toes, bum to heels. Climb up hands and knees, curl the toes, lift the knees 1 centimetre, put the knees down, relax the feet, push your bum back. Climb up, curl the toes, lift the knees, knees down, push back. Climb up, curl the toes, lift the knees, knees down and roll back. It's good work. We're going to do a couple more like that. Curl the toes, lift the knees. It's not a high move, it's a small move. It's a great way to keep the flexibility of your feet. Wonderful way to strengthen your legs. I'm going to try tricky next level. Curl your toes. This is going to be amusing. Take one arm forward. Take the other arm forward. Knees down, relax. How does that feel you? Should we try again, just for fun? Hands and knees. Curl the toes. Lift the knees 1 centimetre. I might take my hands slightly wider, maybe not. One arm forward. Other arm forward. Knees down, bum to heels. 2 more. The interesting work here is lifting the arm, obviously, but keeping your body aligned. What are the chances? So curling the toes, lifting the knees, keeping your body as still as possible, and then roll. I'm going to do another one. I'm enjoying it. With me, on your hands and knees, curl the toes. Good. Lift one arm. Fabulous. Lift the other arm. And we'll leave it there. Good work. So spend the time rotating your wrists in both directions. And we'll work on core work by climbing onto your hands and knees, extending one leg behind you and lift it. And then bring the knee underneath and bum to heels. So normally I would work in the sagittal plane. I would keep the leg in line with the hip, but to mash it up a little, I'd like you to really lift your leg as high as you feel comfortable. Squeeze your bum and then push back. Tighten your tummy muscles, squeeze your bum, lift one leg and push back. So we know this is level 1. Let's get breath, movement, and the technique firmly established before we make it harder. So the technique is to tighten your tummy and squeeze your bum. The technique is to spread your fingers and lift through your arms so that your shoulders stay strong and your head stays up. One of the common issues I see is people hollow their upper back and drop their head as they lift their leg, straining the neck. Fill up your shoulders, keep your head up and find a magical spot on, and if it's anything like me, the grubby floor in front of you. Find that little spot on the floor so you know where your eye gaze is. We're ready to add on. Now we've got everything in place. Arm. And opposite leg. Oh, that took some breath. Heels to bum. Opposite arm and leg. Heels to bum. Keep going. You've got 4 more like this. Sit back. If I'm going too fast, I understand, appreciate that. You go at your level. Adapting Pilates to suit you is my whole USP. Push back. Work with the body that you have, not the body that we all want. Stretch, hand, push back. Climb up. Stretch, down, push back. 1 more each side and then we'll add on another level. Stretch and push back. Other side to complete the set and recover, rotate the wrists, and here's your final level. Onto your hands and knees, opposite arm and leg as high as you're comfortable. Now take the arm, sweep the leg to the side, bring it back in line, hand and knee lowers, bum to heels. What makes this really strong in your core is your ability to keep the middle of your body still as the arm sweeps to the side with the leg, bum to heels. Opposite arm and leg, sweep to the side, forward, hand to fall, push back. Stay with me, work with me. Adapt to suit you, but keep moving. Thank you. Bum to heels. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. When you're feeling tired, focusing on your breath is a great way, motivator, to keep you going. I'm so inspired by my breath. I'm going to do another one on each side. I'm going to finish this set off. Yes, squeeze your bum. And then last one, both sides. Make it flow. Other side to complete the set. And take a moment to release. Rotate your wrists. Come up and take a seat. And you can do this in various ways. You can just sit on your bum with your feet out in front. Or you can bring one leg in front, so my shin is parallel to my mat. And my other leg is behind me. So what I would call 90-90. 90 degrees in my front knee, a rough 90 degrees in my back knee. Good. Lift your arms, bring your hands to the floor and stretch. Perfect. Lift your arms. Now go over your legs. That is a little tighter. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm noticing my shoulders. Work to drop your shoulders. Yes. One more. Good. Now bring this hand to the floor. Bring your other hand maybe in the air or to the side of your body and lift your back leg. Ow! Now take the leg behind you. Take the leg behind you. So my knee doesn't come any closer than my front heel. I'm working my waist, trying to keep my body upright and hand on the floor. You can turn the volume up if you want. I know that you're enjoying this one. Your pièce de résistance. Both arms. Give it a go. Have a go. I'm sure it will be fine. I know what this is like because I've seen people crash in class. So if you feel that you want to give up, I get it. Let's put the knee down. Let's stretch the arm. Go back to that wonderful, this doesn't seem so bad now, does it? Open and over. Open and over. Yay! One last one and we'll swap sides. Good. So bring your feet round the other way. Take your time, don't rush. 90 degree in the front knee, 90 degree in the back knee. Now I could feel my tight piriformis on this side. So if this is not comfortable, put your feet forward. You do you. Arm over, that's not so bad. Hands over feet, that's quite tricky. Open, hand to floor. Open, hand towards your legs. Oh, tricky but enjoyable at the same time. Open, good. So bring the hand to the floor, underneath your shoulder, take the other arm into the air or onto the hip, lift the back leg and the heel hooks behind. Good, heel hooks behind. So take the hand where it's comfortable, where you can maintain it. Keep pushing the leg behind you. Well done. My legs, my bottom is talking to me. Can feel it. I'm going to take my arm to the side and my knee comes no closer than that front heel. And the drum roll, please. Yes, I can see you doing it. Arms to the side. Thumbs up if you're loving it. Yay, thank you. 3 more. 2 more. Yucky, 1 more. Knee down, go back to the stretch. Arm over, arm open, arm over. Being slow, being full of breath. It's a wonderful way to work with your body, not against it. Yay! You ready to lie on your back? Good. So, come to take a seat, lie down on your back, hands on your top of your knees, and circle. Hands on knees. Oh. So this is where we'll get the abdominal muscles really fired off. We'll start very simply. Hands on the floor and feet on the floor. Knees hip distance. Lift one leg so the knees line up and then put the foot down. Lift the other leg so the knees line up and put the foot down. Why would you do that? Because it gives you the perfect angle. You're not facing up to the sky and you're not close to the floor. Line up your knees and you're in that perfect, I would call it a diagonal, slant. And you're working your deep abdominal. Well, you wouldn't if you don't engage it, obviously, but if you can keep your deep abdominal tight, then it'll stop your back for lifting. This is a level 1. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to work with your breath. It's supposed to help you feel what's going on in the body, getting the technique right. Level 2, take your hands behind your head, elbows open on the floor. As the leg lifts, your head lifts. Foot down. This is a cunning little exercise. It feels lovely, but if we do enough, you'll feel the love in your abdominals for days. Deep abdominal working as you lift the leg. As you raise the head and shoulders, you're working the 6-pack. Raising, breathing. Lifting, breathing. We talked about our shoulder blades in the setup. Think about your shoulder blades coming off the floor. Off the floor. So it's not all in the head and neck. Lift the shoulder blades. Imagine that you can see your shoulder blade, your scapula. It's a little triangle bone with a ridge. See if you can see the tapering of that triangle, and you're lifting it right up to the point of that triangle, sort of midway down, not midway, a third of the way down your back. Oh, you feeling the tummy yet? Yes. Shall we add on? Yes. Simply, cunning, come onto onto your big toes. So if you're on your big toes rather than your foot, you're really firing up your tummy muscles. So I'm landing my foot and landing on my big toe, okay? So that's the next level. Give me 4 more of these. 4, and the other side. 3, and the other side. 2, my music's run out. Oh dear, that means that means I've gone on too much. 2, I am feeling this. 1 more. Now we'll try both legs together for our level 3. Breathe out, toes down. Breathe out, toes down. Keep going. Breathe out, toes down. Breathe out, toes down. I'm going to add a final 5 to really finish me off. 5, 4. We spent all that time in level 1 lining our knees up so that now at the hardest level you've got a perfect movement in the leg. It's safe. Not too close to the floor, not too close to the sky. Relax if you haven't already. Arms to the side. Roll your knees side to side. Pick up the tight spots in your hips, thighs, waist, shoulders, neck, fingers. Take your feet wider than hip distance so that the knee drops to the heel on the other foot. Again, you'll see this in all my sessions because I'm really in love with this stretch. Your shoulder blades are on the floor, your chest is fully open, your breathing is slow and relaxing. And then you'll leave both knees over to one side and lift the front foot and place the side of the heel on the side of the other knee. You're using your own body weight to stretch. And the stretch, well, it's everywhere, isn't it? It's the IT band, it's the hip, it's across the pelvis, it's up through the tummy, it's up through the chest and the shoulders. And we just spend a moment letting that happen, not resisting, opening, healing. Good. Let the foot land. Tighten the tummy before you lift the knees. Allow the knees to float over to the other side. Oh, even that feels curious. Now lift the top foot. Place the side of the heel on the side of the knee and explore that stretch. Good. Release any resistance that you're holding on to. Let your breath take it away. And let that happen a couple more times. Well done. And the foot lands. And the tummy muscles tighten. Oh, I want to readjust my back slowly. So bring your knees into your chest, your hands onto your knees. Active rest. Massage your lower back round one way and around the other. Good. So just before I leave you today, I need to work your obliques. So you can start with your hands on the floor, palms up, your toes, your big toes on the floor, and gently move your knees side to side, a little quicker than before, not too much. And if you tighten your deep abdominal, you'll make the oblique muscles work harder. Does that make sense? Think about reducing the length of the muscle. When you tighten your tummy, you reduce the length, so therefore it's more resistance, it's working harder. Then palms down, knees up, and let the legs work your waist. So turn your head away from your knees on both sides. That's good. So you're in control. You decide how deep you take your knees, how big the challenge is for you. This is a front abdominal exercise, your oblique muscles. It's not about your back. If you're feeling it in your back, what do? Tighten your tummy. Reduce the movement. Own this movement. Good. 2 more both sides. 1 more. Good, thank you. So either bring your hands behind your knees and begin to rock to sit up, or turn gently onto your right side and then sit up. That is the safe way to go from lying to seated. Make yourself comfortable. Breathe in, roll your shoulders, get a sense of yourself, lay your hands in your palms or on your knees, and just bring yourself back to balance. I love this. I love this time we spend together, the energy that we create, the way it makes us feel physically strong, mentally strong. We've focused, our fitness, our mental fitness has improved. Our connection to the wider, brighter world, our spiritual connection is stronger. And for me, emotionally, I feel calmer. And you give me that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lift your arms, hands together. So this is our little closing ceremony. We do it at the end of every session. Thumbs to heart. Thank you so much.